before we start off with the new piece.
No, sir.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We can hear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we completed the landscape last time, and I understand from Damni that I'm required to do the Excel in next couple of sessions. So we'll start off with the Excel. You'll see few topics in your brochure which is skipped up. So those topics, what I understand from the Damni, will be taken care at later point of time. So I'm just trying to tell you that when you will compare with the brochure, so we've done the first topic, which is I FAP landscape, and then from then we're skipping a couple of topics for as of now, and we're moving to the Excel. The topic that we're skipping will be taken care after this Excel. What I understand from Damni. So now, without further delay on this, now a couple of, I think, important points that you need to understand. Some of you might be using Excel very regularly, and probably some of you might be using it in your day-to-day office as well. And some of you might be at a very raw or at a very beginner stage for the Excel. So what I will try and do, I will try and start from the scratch. I will cover the basic pieces as well. So for some of you who are well aware and have been doing Excel, probably for them the initial session either today or probably some part of tomorrow might be some pieces of repetitive sections. But as once we do the initial basics part of this Excel, then I will take it to the mid level, and then from there we'll go to the advanced level. So just try and take a call that in terms of if you see this is something which you know, and you know, focus more on that or not. So try and take that call. What I don't want to do, I do not want to assume that everybody knows Excel and I skip the basic piece, because that's dangerous, because in that process somebody who might not know those basics might miss those pieces. So that's the background. But this will start off with the Excel. Now, so this is your Excel sheet, and these are called your worksheet. If you can see at the down, sorry, I think screen is still, sorry. Yeah. Now, this is called as Excel workbook. So for example, if I open a new Excel sheet, this is called as Excel workbook, and these different sheets are called as worksheets. So it's like a book, and you have different chapters in the book. So these chapters are equivalent to these worksheets, and this entire novel or book is equivalent to the Excel work. Now, these vertical rows, which is denoted by alphabets, are called as columns. The horizontal rows, which is denoted by numerical value, are called as rows. Verticals are called as column. And the horizontal ones are called as rows. The intersection of row and column is called as cell. And this gives you address of the cell, and this is called as cell address. So for example, when I select this green cell, the address shows F7. How do I read this? This means F column and 7th row. Similarly, if I select here, the now address becomes O4, so it's O column and fourth row. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Now, in terms of how do you save these Excel files, I think it's pretty similar to the way you will save your Word documents. You go to File, Save As. Guys, I hope you have your laptops and Excels in front of you, so you need you I would prefer and suggest that you do parallelly with me. I leave it to you in case somebody believes that this is too basic. Initial part of some sections is basic and you don't know what to do at your end. I leave it to you. But my suggestion to you is if you can do parallelly, and what I will do, I will do certain steps and will give you time to replicate this at your end. And then once you're comfortable, then I will move on. That's ideally I would prefer. So if I want to save that file, it's very similar to you will save any Word document or any MS Office, any document in the MS Office. So it's save as you define your place of the file. So suppose if I select this, you give the name. So suppose if I put this name as FAP18. So this gets saved. Now this is pretty simple to how do you save the file. Now I think the important piece is how do you add a password to the file. So again, go to File, Save As. When you come to this tab, go to Tools, and add your passwords here. जो मैं टाइप कर रहा हूँ वो ध्यान से पढ़िए. So one is your read access, which means it will give you only the access to read, and one will give you the access password to modify. So just add whatever password you want to add to this. It will ask for you to re-enter this password, re-enter those passwords. Just please try and keep it simple password so that you can remember this. Once you're done with this, close this file. So it will not open the file. For example, if I'm open FAP18 file, so this is FAP18. If I'm opening this, it will not open. It will ask for a password. So put your password here, then it will open. That will ask you, do you have another password? And ensure you keep different passwords for these. So if you don't have the password, if you have the password to only open the file and you don't have the password to modify the file, then you will not be able to enter that password and you will click on the read only. Now I will not be able to make the changes into this file. I can only read this file. But if I have that password, I can make those changes as well. कर लीजिए कोई doubt है तो पूछिए. I'm giving you a couple of minutes to replicate this. Let me know if it's out.
Hi Nishan, can you just repeat what we were mentioning? I just missed out.
So you need to add two passwords. So one is your password to modify and one is your password to edit.
Okay, and how to do that?
So go to general options.
Okay.
And these are the passwords. यहाँ पे जो password आपको add करना है वो add करो.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Any doubt in this piece? Please try कर लीजिए. Let me give you a minute or two. So try this. I want everyone to try. Would suggest everyone to try. I leave it to you in case you don't want to try. But as I told you, my preference would be that if you try and replicate this at your end, that helps. Sorry, so I'm putting on your mute for a minute. Try, and then we'll continue. Any doubt, guys? सबका हो गया?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is to add password. That's when you want to modify the password or you want to delete the password. So again, replicate the same steps. Suppose you want to delete the password now. You just remove this and say OK, and the password will get deleted. Try करिए. Now remove the password, both the passwords to your file, and close and see, are you able to now open the file without password? Try this. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So what we've done, we've started with what is workbook. We've then discussed what is worksheet. Then we've discussed how to save. Then we've discussed how to add then how to modify password. We also discuss what's row. We discuss what's column. We discuss what's so any doubt in these 8 points that we've done so far?
No.
No, sir. No, sir.
So okay. In case no doubt in this, so now suppose if I have, let's assume some value in a particular cell. So let's assume that was 23. See this carefully. When you type an alphanumeric value in a cell, by default it gets right aligned. Type like this. Put any number and press enter. It will get right aligned. Right की तरफ shift हो जाएगा. If you put let's say Ram and say press enter, it will stay on the left alignment. Try करोगे.
Yes, sir.
But you can change the alignment. So that's why I said this is default alignment. So suppose if I want to change the alignment, so I can make left, I can make everything right, or I can make everything center. So that's possible, but by default, Excel will recognize whether it's a numeric value or a non-numeric value. And basis that categorization, Cell will assign a default alignment, which of course you can modify, and you can modify those alignment through these 3 buttons. So this is left align, this is central align, and this is right align. कर लीजिए ट्राई, कुछ पूछना हो तो बताइए. Guys, any doubt till this point?
No, sir.
I might make a mistake. No.
No, sir.
Awesome. One more suggestion, I think the Excel session, you need to be more vocal about this, because you need to let me know at a particular step or a point where you are comfortable, or especially if you're not comfortable, because then I can repeat that piece. So please, I would request everyone to be vocal and at any point of time where you're not able to replicate what I've done or struggling, please do let me. This is alignment. Now, so suppose if I have a value in a particular cell, so let's assume I have 18, so this is a cell C7, and I want this value to be, so suppose let's put this is highlighted in yellow, and I want this value to be replicated in the cell which is in orange. So one way to do this is, of course, it's you do a control C and paste, control copy and paste. So that's something that you can do. The problem with this methodology is that if I change this to 20, it will not change. So hence we use a concept called cell referencing. Cell referencing means you start with equal to and link this cell. Now if you see carefully, that it's the command that you're getting into this cell, which is cell O8, is that the value of this cell should be equivalent to the value of C7, and you press enter. So now what will happen if I change this to, let's assume, 40, this value will change. But the value in this orange cell, and let's assume value in the green cell. So now just see this. If I change the value in a yellow cell, the green cell gets changed, which means the green cell becomes dynamic, but the orange cell is a static value. So what we need to use always in Excel is the second methodology, the one which I've used for the green cell, and that's called as cell referencing. So what we've done alignment. Both default as well as adjustment जो आप कर सकते हो, and then we have done cell referencing. Any doubt with this, please तो बताइए, कर लीजिए इसको. Done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So similarly, let's take this to the application side. किस पे apply कैसे करते हैं? So let's assume now if I have value 16 and I have value, so suppose 18. Now I want the total of these two values. Okay, so the one way to do this is I can just say equal to. Okay, one more thing. Any formula that you apply in Excel, starts with equal to. So I can say 16 plus 18, and this will give me answer 34. That's one way to solve this. This is, I'm doing sum without cell referencing. That's the second approach is that I do cell referencing. The important here. The difference would be if I change this to 20, this will change, but the first will not change. कर लीजिए, कोई डाउट है तो पूछिए। And if you double click on this और F12 भी करोगे, फिर F2 भी करोगे तो भी एक्सपैंड हो जाके आएगा। अगर आप इस पर डबल क्लिक करोगे तो भी कंप्लीट करिए उसको। And please do let me know at any point of time where you need any help, you want me to repeat anything, please feel free and let me. So that's the second approach. The third approach is you use some Excel inbuilt formulas. So how do you use that? You click on this FX. First, select the cell where you want the value. So I want the value in this cell, which is in green. And then click on this FX. Or you can go to formulas and then click on this insert function. It's one and the same thing. And you will have this insert function tab. Kariye, get this tab on your screen. कैसे किया? Select the cell where you want the value. Click on this FX directly or go to formulas. Go to formulas and then insert function. And यहाँ पे all कर लीजिए इसको. Select the sum formula. Press OK. And you will have a function argument tab like this. Anybody, any doubt to this point? Please feel free and let me know. Okay. If no, then click on this small arrow and select the cell where you have the value, and then click back on this cell. This is this arrow. And then again add another cell and OK. Career completed is gone.
So can you please repeat that?
So on the first number, I'm linking to the cell where I have 16. And in number 2, I'm linking it to the cell where I have the value 20. And then press OK. So this approach is sum with cell reference. Sum that I've done is in Excel inbuilt formula. So these are the three approaches. We always have to use the one which is the second and the third. The first is not recommended. Either you have to use the second, either you have to use the third, not the first. Give a doubt at the कुछ भी. किसी कुछ पूछना नहीं आता.
No, sir.
ठीक है. So that's your approach of cell referencing using the Excel inbuilt formulas. Now, so done this. Now, so let me remove this. The next formula that we'll do is if formula. Create a table which is in orange. Create this table which is in orange. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we want We want a student who has got marks equal or more than 40 should get result as pass. And a student who has got the score or the marks less than 40 should be assessed as fail. नोट डाउन कर लो ये कंडीशन को कहीं पे. So I want, if it's more than or equal to 40, then I want this to be considered as pass. So we'll use the if formula. So select the cell where you want the values. So I want values under cell, under result column. So click on this fx and select if formula. Click OK, and you will get this tab. The if function has three parameters. One is the condition. Second is what you want if the condition is true. And the third is what you want if the condition is false. So what is the condition I want? I want the condition that this marks should be greater than and equal to 40. If yes, then I want pass. Always type non-numeric value in formulas under inverted commas. Some of the left Excels, depending upon which version of MS Office you're using, some of the Excel by default might convert this into inverted commas. करिए इतना. Everybody done with this? We need more time, guys. Done?
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done, sir. Done.
Click OK
sir.
on this.
Yes.
Okay. So click OK on this. Oh. So let me remove this so that. Let me do in so this. Let's result. So let me do this for you. Yeah. So okay. So this is what the pass and fail. Now, but before we go to this, now has everybody got this pass? And we can check this. If I make this marks to 30, it will convert to fail. So you look at result one. Let me hide this. Yeah. Even if I make this 40, it should pass. If I make this 39, it should fail. Yeah, it's working fine now. Try कर लीजिए change करके. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now we also need to understand a concept of what I want. ठीक है. So इसको अभी इतना रखते हैं. Let's come to one. I want you to understand one more concept. Let's understand that first. So for example, so next concept we'll come back to this if function. So next concept is self-freezing. So let's assume if I have these values. And create this table which is in red. Create a table which is in red. So I want the sum of these two cells. So what I can do, I can drag this formula. हमने यहाँ पे formula लगाया है. इसको drag कर सकता हूँ. So just drag like this. So what will happen? हमने यहाँ formula लगाया था, वो formula drag होगा. कहीं किसी को डाउट हो तो पूछिए यहाँ पे. Now let's assume I have another value. Let's assume 4 here. Now I want the total of all these three. So this new sum is this plus this plus this, which is having simple. Now what I want sum of 5, 8 along with that 4. So what I want now sum of these and this 4. And then I want the sum of these and the 4 to be added in that. And I want that 7 and 4, and then again I want 4 to be added to that. So rather than replicating this again and again, what you can do, you can freeze the cell. Now, which cell I want to freeze, what do you mean by cell freeze? Which I do not want that cell to drag to left, right, bottom or up. So D18, this cell, whereas 4, I want to be freeze. तो उसके सेल D18, D और 18 के बीच में कर्सर लेकर आओ और F4 प्रेस करो, डॉलर्स आ जाएगा. करिए. अगर F4 प्रेस करने से आपका नहीं आ रहा तो आप मैनुअली डॉलर टाइप कर लीजिए. It depends on how your keyboard is structured. कुछ के में F4 से आएगा, कुछ के में function F4 से आएगा. But if you're not able to sort this right now, in terms of you're not aware of how your keyboard is structured, आप done. Now the advantage of this is I can drag this formula. So what will happen? See, the D18 will not shift to the right, but D19 has become E19 and D20 has become E20, which I want. So I want few cells to shift, which I will not freeze, and I want few cells not to shift. It's D18 in this example, and I will freeze those cells by putting dollars, and this is called a cell freeze. तो doubt है तो पूछो.
No, sir. No doubt.
ठीक है. The same logic, we will come back to the if formula now. Now, in
सर वो
this,
की प्रेस करनी, की के लिए कौन सी की बताई थी आपने? F4.
डॉलर के लिए F4.
And if not वो, then
Manually type.
not working.
Okay. Same concept that will replicate into the if formula, where we got the fail in the past for the first student, and we'll just drag this down. Sorry, before we drag, we need to see, do we need to freeze any cell? So D13, we want D13 to become D14. So there's no cell in this which I need to freeze. So I will just drag this down. Sorry, complete which foods now.
तो थोड़ा फिर से रिपीट करेंगे थोड़ा, क्योंकि मेरा डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था।
Sir, can you please repeat the after the dollar sign thing?
क्लियर है सबको ये? अब लेट्स अज्यूम यूनिवर्सिटी ने चेंज कर दिया रूल और यूनिवर्सिटी ने कहा नहीं, पासिंग मार्क्स 40 नहीं है 45 है ना। अब आपको हर फॉर्मूले में जाके इसको 40 को टाइप करो 45 करो, इस बहुत कम्बर्सम प्रोसेस है। उसकी जगह लेट्स अज्यूम मैं अपने पासिंग मार्क्स मैंने टाइप करे 45 यहाँ पे और इसको सेल रेफर कर देता हूँ। रिमूव दिस 40 जो मैंने टाइप किया था फॉर्मूले में और मैं इससे लिंक कर देता हूँ। अब मुझे ये ड्रैग करना है तो आई डू नॉट वांट G11 टू ड्रैग, नीचे करूंगा तो G11 G12 हो जाएगा, तो आई विल फ्रीज दिस सेल नाउ। और अब मैं इसको ड्रैग कर दूंगा तो यहाँ पे जो 42 वाला स्टूडेंट है वो भी फेल ही रहेगा क्योंकि पासिंग मार्क्स 45 होगा। दिस इज द वे यू शुड क्रिएट एक्सेल टेबल्स कि आप फॉर्मूले में किसी में भी कोई वैल्यू टाइप नहीं करो, हर वैल्यू को आप किसी चीज से लिंक करो। कोई डाउट है तो पूछिए। ये सेल्फ फ्रीजिंग मैंने एक फॉर्मूले के अंदर यूज कर लिया। गाइस एनी डाउट? गाइस क्लियर है सबको ये? ठीक है, लेट्स कॉम्प्लिकेट दिस फर्दर। नाउ अभी मुझे ग्रेडिंग चाहिए एंड ग्रेडिंग्स आर लाइक दिस। Create the table which is in green now. Add a table which is in green. ये grading system है, मतलब जिस स्टूडेंट के 80 से ज्यादा आएंगे, तो let's put some students 89 इसको कर देते हैं। Let's keep तो पासिंग मार्क्स को भी 40 रखते हैं, चलो 40 करते हैं इसको। And I have somebody at 45 and then 78, 67, yeah. So किसी को फेल भी कर देते हैं। सो क्रिएट मैंने ऑरेंज टेबल में कुछ चेंजेस करे हैं, वो चेंजेस कर लीजिए और एक ग्रीन टेबल क्रिएट करिए। Right? Now, what we want student who has got more than 80, grade A, student whose marks is between 70 and 80, it should get B, between 50 and 70, C, and so on. So we'll again do the same if formula. Now what we're going to do now is called as nested if. So if this marks is greater than or equal to 80, then I want grade to be A, otherwise I want grade to be B. यानी अगर 89 है तो B आ गया, और अगर 75 है, सॉरी पहले आप कर लीजिए इतना, करिए इतना पहले बिफोर आई मूव फॉरवर्ड. Once you've done this, now if I have 75, then B grade is coming, which is okay. But if I get 60 marks, as per the green table, I should get C, but my formula is not giving me C. Similarly, if I get, let's assume, 40 marks, as per my green table, I should get F, but I'm not getting. So this formula is not correct. So then what I will do, now see this carefully, guys. Click on this formula and delete B. Be very careful of the commas. Don't delete comma after A. Now type if manually and open a bracket. Then select marks. Comma. Bracket close. Done. Press enter. Let's check this. If it's 89, it should get A. ठीक है. अगर 75 है तो should get B. ठीक है. अगर 60 है C आना चाहिए, आ रहा है. अगर 45 है तो D आना चाहिए, नहीं आ रहा. 40 है, सॉरी 29 है तो F आना चाहिए, नहीं आ रहा. यानी A B C तक काम कर रहा है, इसके आगे काम अभी नहीं कर रहा है. कर लीजिए इतना. आई एम गिविंग यू अ मिनट. कंप्लीट करिए, यहाँ तक टेस्ट करिए. Anybody, any doubt till this point? This is crucial. Ideally थोड़ा advanced का part है, but I would have taken it tomorrow in tomorrow's session. But ठीक है, I'll cover it today. Any doubts? Okay. In case no, so we need to repeat this again. So again, very carefully delete C. Don't delete any comma. Don't delete any bracket. And now manually again type if. Again open a bracket. So marks greater than and equal to 50. Then give me C. Otherwise give me D. And bracket closed. Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is everybody clear with this piece? If yes, then repeat this. Then again remove D. Insert one more if, open the bracket, marks greater than equal to 40. If yes, then give me D. Otherwise, give me F. Bracket close. Enter. So this completes your formula. Now test all conditions. Different marks for student A आप try करिए to see आपकी green table satisfy हो रही है कि नहीं. Complete करिए और test करिए. Has any doubt? Are you able to satisfy all the conditions?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
मुझे
sir.
कुछ पूछना है.
Yes.
If everybody clear, then इसको track कर दीजिए. और हमारे पास so हमारा grading हो गया, हमारे marks हो गए. So if let's assume if university decide that the passing marks should be, let's assume 40 की जगह 45 हो जाएंगे, तो हमें कुछ नहीं करना है, हमें सिर्फ यहाँ जाके एक सेल में चेंज करना, ऑटोमेटिकली एवरीथिंग विल गेट कंप्यूट. बट जस्ट टू इंश्योर कि आप लोग के साथ मेरा टैली करें, मैं इसको 40 ही रखूंगा. ठीक है. सो व्हाट वी डन इफ एंड नेस्टेड इफ. कुछ पूछना है तो बताइए. सो हमने सेल रेफरेंसिंग किया, देन सेल फ्रीजिंग किया, देन सम फॉर्मूला किया 3 टाइप्स में, देन हमने इफ
आपका
किया,
स्क्रीन चेंज नहीं हो रहा सर.
देन
सर
sorry, then हमने nested if को लिया. I'm just putting what we've done so far. ये 14 pieces हमने कर लिए हैं. कुछ पूछना हो तो पूछिए before I move further.
Hello. Sir, I have a little question regarding, not regarding this topic, but for the advanced thing. So, what do you think, which version will I be requiring for the advanced classes so that I can keep it ready?
Which version means?
Excel version, sir, I'm talking about.
जो आपके पास है उसी से काम हो जाएगा.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so this is what we've done. So next we'll do some if. Okay, so before we move further, इसी को और कर लेते हैं. So let's do conditional formatting as well. So I'm not trying to bifurcate कि basic है advanced मैं mix करा रहा हूँ because ये 2-3 pieces जो मैंने last tested if कराया है अब मैं जो conditional formatting करा रहा हूँ. So let's not try and demarcate क्या basic है क्या mid है क्या advanced है. Whatever is relevant I'm just running as and when I feel that's relevant. So now for example I want that pass to be highlighted in green color and a fail to be highlighted in a red color. So select one of the values a pass and go to home, and in home you will get this conditional format. Then highlight cell rules text that contains. यहाँ पे 5 टाइप करेंगे मुझे क्या कलर चाहिए and say okay. हो गया. Then again ये सबका हो गया.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then again select the same cell, go to conditional formatting, repeat this. Now put fail. So if I change the marks, fail and pass as well as the formatting will also change. Clear है सबको? So conditional formatting बोलते हैं. The Excel will do auto formatting based on the condition defined. So once you're done with this, then select the cell जहाँ पे 2 conditions लगाई हैं आपने और उस पे select करके format painter click करिए. The moment you select the format painter, you will see a dotted line on the boundary of the cell, and then paste that formatting to the remaining cells of the result, and then drop the cursor. बाकी में formatting हो जाएगी. किसी को डाउट है तो पूछो.
सर एक बार थोड़ा रिपीट कर दीजिए. Sir. Hello. Hello. Hello.
So,
सर एक बार रिपीट कर दो ना सर.
पहले पास सेलेक्ट कर. हाँ कर. So पास को सेलेक्ट किया. नेक्स्ट स्टेप्स करो, आप देख के करो. प्रेस ओके. देन दोबारा करो. अभी फेल. अगेन प्रेस ओके. देन सेल को जो एक बार कर दिया उसको फॉर्मेट पे इंटर से सिलेक्ट करो और बाकी सेल्स को कॉपी करो. So that's okay. I think it was enough, right?
Thanks.
Sorry, done.
It's done. Thanks.
Anybody else? Any other doubt? So we've done conditional formatting as well. So the next one we've done is a conditional formatting. Just absorb कर लीजिए and just quickly glance through all these 15 again. Take a 10 seconds or 20 seconds to get this job. Only 15 points of the character. And this periodic revision of this, just to glance through, is important, guys, so that you start absorbing this. So I'll give you 10, 20 seconds, just get this absorbed.
Hello. Nishant, ये जो the text which we use in formula, are these case sensitive?
Manisha, it's not.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts before we move forward? Okay. If no, so next what we'll do is sum if. create the table which is in green. Create a table which is in green. Create a table which is in green. Done. Now, sum if is a combination of a if and sum. So let's assume if I define a criteria, let's assume painter. So what it is that these are your types, that you have a staff A in your office who's working in a category called hunter, designation समझ लो, department समझ लो, उसकी salary 70 है. एक पेंटर है उसका 100 है, एक हंटर है उसका 90 सैलरी है, and so on. These types are your designation or categories, and salaries are your salaries. Name of the staff. So I want a total of all the staff, total of all the staff salaries who are painter. So then again I will select this fx. Let's say sum if में range, this becomes my range. What is my criteria? Painter is my criteria, and what is my sum range? This is my sum range. Curry. So we click OK on this. I will get 140. 140 कैसे आया? तो मैंने पेंटर की सैलरीज का टोटल, तो ये 100 कंसिडर हुआ और ये 40 कंसिडर हुआ और इसलिए 140 है. क्लियर है सम इफ? सिमिलरली अगर यहाँ पे पेंटर की जगह में क्राइटेरिया को 100 कर दो तो सैलरी 160 हो जाएगा, 90 और 70. कुछ पूछना है तो पूछना.
No, sir.
ठीक है. सो ये हो गया. Next is sum ifs. Create the table which is in green. Create the table which is in green. Okay, guys, here. Now, some if
Yes,
says
sir.
you can give more than one condition. So, for example, I want total of salaries who are hunter at a grade A. So let's assume so now I will select ifs with S के साथ some range criteria range one फर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया की रेंज क्या है ये क्राइटेरिया क्या चाहिए मुझे हंटर चाहिए मैं टाइप कर रहा हूँ इसको बट रियल वर्ल्ड में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक टाइप नहीं करते हमें किसी और सेल से लिंक करना चाहिए ठीक है अब मैंने आपको एक बार समझा दिया तो बार बार रिपीट करने की जरूरत नहीं रेंज 2 ये होगी और मुझे क्राइटेरिया 2 सपोज ए ग्रेड चाहिए पहले आप कर लीजिए करिए डन So now if you see this, what has happened, we have put two conditions. So hunter with A. A 70 consider हो गया. But this is hunter with C. So ये reject हो गया. And hunter with A ये accept हो गया. So that's the reason 70 plus 40, 110 answer में. Clear है सबको? इसको some ifs बोलते हैं S के साथ. यानी more than one condition. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Sorry, somebody is asking something. Okay. In case no doubt, so then this means you've done now some if, and then we've also done a some ifs. Okay. So इतना ही रखते हैं आज के लिए. If you next complete नहीं हो पाएगा, please. Any doubt before we close, guys? Any doubt? Okay.
No, sir.
So I would request you guys to please go through this. Please try and revise, especially those who are relatively new to the Excel and don't use this Excel very regularly in your BAU on a BAU basis. So please try and spend some time with what you've done so far. Try and repeat this, replicate this into new Excel sheet at your home. So that when tomorrow we do more advanced pieces out of this, you're comfortable to absorb those pieces. Okay. Last time, any doubt before we close? Okay. So I think that silence is no doubt. Okay. Have a nice day. We'll continue tomorrow. Bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.